Oh my god, this is a crazy creature they call a vinegaroon. It sprays this acid stuff that can burn your skin. That's its secret weapon. It smells just like vinegar. That's how it scares off its enemies. So, what about having it as a pet? I looked up this animal online and saw quite a few sellers. Didn't realize so many people keep them as pets. Vinegaroons are cheap though, about $4 each, so I got 3. Ordered right away, can't wait. 2 days later, my pets arrived. Well, I went out to pick up my package, curious about what kind of fascinating creatures they were. They seem to be in pretty good shape. These little creatures look really strange. They kind of resemble scorpions, but they're not related to them at all. Now, there's a really strong vinegar smell in the air. It's quite unpleasant. When these little creatures get startled, they spray acid to defend themselves. Okay, I'm curious how vinegaroons spray acid. Is it from their whip-like tail? It's hard to see under normal lighting, so let's place them against a black background to observe. Oh my god, it actually comes out of its rear end! Not what I expected at all. What's funny is that it can fire multiple shots in a row, like some kind of weapon. Pretty cool. Check it out. This here's the acid it sprayed. One shot and there's this much. Be super careful and don't get any in your eyes. Alright, now let's get up close and personal with the vinegaroon. Don't worry, after all those sprays, it's completely out of ammo. They're actually pretty docile and friendly towards people. They make pretty interesting little pets, honestly. Now, in the next 100 days, I'll be documenting my time with them, the challenges we run into, and all the interesting moments along the way. Stick around. Well, let's build a new home. Next up, to help these little pets settle in better, I'm going to set up a mini ecosystem. Inside this lively glass tank, I'll be capturing the little moments of their lives. The vinegaroons will also get into some situations with the other small critters. Vinegaroons live under forests. They prefer dark and damp environments and usually share their habitat with centipedes, scorpions, and millipedes. To mimic their natural environment, I've used a lot of moisture-loving plants and even collected some leaf mold and fallen leaves from outside. I also sprinkled some grass seeds on the soil. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this glass tank looks like in a month. It's looking nice and lively. Alright, our little pets have been waiting long enough. Time to let them move into their new home. Vinegaroons are quite sensitive to light, so they quickly make their way toward the cave. Even though they can be a bit territorial, they don't get into serious fights when sharing the same cave. Now, I'm going to introduce these little pets to their new neighbor. This is a pet millipede I've been keeping. In the wild, millipedes and vinegaroons share the same habitat. They are important decomposers in the forest ecosystem and help break down organic matter. It might look a bit intimidating, but actually, it doesn't bite, and they make great pets too. Alright, let's put this millipede into the vinegaroon's home. They'll live together in this mini ecosystem. The millipede helps with decomposition. It's an important part of the ecosystem too. Wow, they've already met up. Let's see what happens. Hope they get along. Oh my god, the vinegaroon actually attacked the millipede. The millipede immediately curled into a ball and released a nasty smell, but the vinegaroon didn't give up. It kept trying to get it. With that hard shell though, there was no way it could get through. Eventually, it had to give up. Over the next few months, they actually got along pretty well. The vinegaroon stopped going after its new neighbor. Well, I think these little guys are probably getting hungry. I've got some mealworms ready for them. Let's see if they're into them. Wow, this little one spotted that mealworm right away, pounced on it immediately. Must really like these soft worms. Actually, in the wild, vinegaroons are pretty skilled predators. They're even capable of taking down a mantis. Vinegaroons don't like light. this one's already scuttled back into its cave. Over the next few days, we'll be checking in on this mini ecosystem and see how our little pets are doing, if they're settling in and thriving. Day 30. Wow! After a month, the plants here have not only survived, but grown even lusher. It looks amazing. Interestingly, the millipedes and vinegaroons are doing well in this tiny ecosystem. The millipedes help by cleaning up excess organic matter. They're getting along harmoniously. Day 60. Another month has gone by, and the plants are even lusher. Looks like a mini rainforest now. Some of them have even started to bloom. The humid environment is really helping them thrive. Alright, now I've added a bunch of feeder crickets for the vinegaroons. I usually feed them mealworms, but it's time to switch things up and see if they like these. The crickets can survive well in this setup too, and they're not picky eaters. Well, let's see how the vinegaroon eats. In the wild, they mainly feed on small insects like these. Since they have strong hunger resistance, they might only eat every few days or even months. But in captivity, they tend to feed more often, usually every few days, and they hunt pretty eagerly. Actually, it had already caught one of the crickets before I even noticed. These crickets are really small. I tried to feed it one with tweezers. These guys are really sensitive to bright light, so I had to film under very dim conditions, otherwise they'd just hide. But in low light, they're actually quite aggressive and hunt very actively. Vinegaroons are non-venomous. They don't inject venom. Instead, they smear digestive enzymes onto the prey's wounds and then suck up the semi-digested tissues. Sometimes they'll just rip off chunks and swallow them whole. Day 120. Okay, to keep the pets from escaping and maintain high humidity, I sealed the container with a layer of plastic wrap, just leaving a few small holes for air. Wow! After months of growth, the place is completely overgrown. Plants have filled almost the entire container. Let's see where the vinegaroon went? It dug a hole in the back and is hiding in there. There are two more hiding in the caves up front. During the day, they basically stay hidden and only come out at night. Also, since the millipedes were producing a lot of waste every day, I removed them from the ecosystem. For now, the vinegaroon seems to be doing just fine on its own in there, and the plants are still growing well. Okay, that's it for today's video. More cool pet videos are coming soon. If you enjoyed this one, feel free to hit that like button and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.